They're recording. Alright, cool. That was just a sound check. Sorry if that deafens anyone.
Great.
Christina, absolute pleasure to have you on here.
Hey, yeah,
your last
thanks
names
for
are
having
obviously
me.
the same.
No, it isn't. No.
Oh, okay, what's your last
Because,
name, please?
yeah, it's Gillinger.
Gillinger?
Gillinger, yes.
Okay, I'm gonna need you to
because
write
we're
that
not
to bring
officially
down.
married. We just did a party.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, well, we decided it's just something for us and our friends, and yeah.
I
we
wholeheartedly agree. I wholeheartly feel.
So we have some legal paper, of course, signed to get some, to have things sorted out. But yeah, just made a party, and two of our best friends did the ceremony. Very nice, and yeah, we had a big party at the mountains in Austria.
I know. I've seen some of the videos, and I absolutely
Yes,
thought it was
exactly,
great.
yeah.
I thought it was great.
Dancing on tables, wearing traditional Austrian lederhosen, and
Absolutely love those outfits.
Yeah.
Yeah, him
Yeah.
attempting the knee slapping thingamabobby.
Exactly, yes. So, no, we don't have the same name, but we have rings, and we tell everyone we're married, but we're not.
Oh, well, hey.
Yeah, it's our reality.
Yes.
This is what matters, right?
Also, I completely feel with that. Like, my parents only got married because it made having a house easier and all of this crud, which nowadays you don't really need anymore. And the celebration.
And I see of kids, I think it's a different thing. There is some things you cannot really, sign papers, but for a lot of things, it's just like, okay, well, you can sort it out differently. But
right, okay. I think in Australia it might be now, even if you have kids,
yeah.
it's all down to they can choose what last name they want to take, all of this, yeah. But last names also don't really matter that much anymore.
No, and we also decided that maybe if we choose another last name, because our both names are okayish, but not very cool. So we thought about, hey, why not choosing the last name of his mother, because she's called Salz.
Oh,
which is a very nice name. I like it.
right.
I'm from Salzburg.
Yes, that's right.
So it would be Christina Salz from Salzburg.
That's right.
Great.
Well, wait, why didn't you do that then? If you're saying,
maybe later. But yeah, we already had the party and stuff, so we're like, yeah, no.
Not too
For
worried.
now, no. Maybe, yeah, we say maybe we celebrate our 10 years anniversary and then do it, or yeah, we don't know.
Instead of renewing vows, you actually choose to change it.
Maybe, yeah. But yeah, let's see.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I love that though.
It's just an idea of maybe it happens. Yeah.
Why not? That sounds fun. I don't know. To me, that sounds like
doing
it's
another
really
party
unique.
sounds fun. Yeah.
Oh yes, I think people should. I don't know. You guys, you were more in that generation where everyone had house parties or stuff like that a lot more often. I only ever had any house parties in high school. As soon as everyone left high school, house parties just ceased to exist.
Yeah, I don't know what you mean by house parties. Like really big parties?
No, just people going around to a house, one of their places, like a friend's place, the parents of the friend,
and
drinking,
then
playing video games, or like having a bit of music.
But like in the American movies style house parties, we don't have that as well. Very big.
I was thinking more skins, so like the British thing, but like, not as extravagant as America makes it out to be. More,
Yeah, but, well, I guess I moved out because I went to school somewhere else with 17.
Oh.
So we just had our own place, which was very small and basic.
Oh, okay.
But there people came over, of course. But like not at our parents' house then. Messed it up. So that's maybe the house parties we had. Yeah.
Well, to me that is a house party because it's still the place you're living.
Exactly.
Sort of thing.
Yes. Yeah.
Like I would say, I had house parties, but they weren't really in the house. I just had a big enough property that it would be. We've got a
garden.
lot of. Will actually be more of a bonfire party. I remember everyone was actually would be excited because one, there wasn't like a spacing sort of issue, like because you're literally spread out in a paddock. You just got a massive
and the weather.
fire. Yes. Oh god, yes. Yeah.
So it's different. in Austria or Switzerland because we just have to. Like, it's raining then. When you plan a party, it's raining.
Well, even in summer. I always see like the beautiful photos of.
Yeah, but we were also at their wedding. We were very lucky, and it actually rained in the evening.
Oh,
so we were lucky it wasn't raining the day. But
oh, that's good.
So wait, was it like a party if it is a garden party?
Was it like a full day then celebration, your wedding thing?
Like 3 days, yes.
3 days.
We decided to make it a bit like because we married in Austria. And we have friends from all over the world.
Yep.
And we decided to, invite everyone and just to come for one day felt a bit like, And so we made this 3-day arrival. We just at the place we stayed. We had some little lodges there, and then everybody was partying there. And then we had a second day of just having dinner, and everyone was just exploring the region a bit. And then on the third day was the actual party, and then we had breakfast together on the next day. But also for everyone was free to choose how long they want to stay, because it's also a beautiful region in the mountains. So we decided to make it a bit longer to also spend time with the people, because I mean we didn't see some of them for ages. It was after COVID as well, and then we decided, okay, why not make it a bit longer? And anyway, if you have a wedding and if you invite like 100 people, this day still has only these hours, like. So you can talk, if you like make a calculation on it, you can talk not even like 2 minutes to everyone, depending on how long, you know?
Yes, so much so, yes.
So we decided to really have a conversation with everyone, and so make it a bit longer.
That sounds absolutely perfect.
Yes.
But how much did that cost?
Oh, I am very good in forgetting.
Okay. It was a great time, and just that bad part can just go out of the memory.
Yes, exactly. So I mean, and it wasn't like super fancy all the time, and so it's and for some things, So we.
Well, did you make? Did people contribute in a way, sort of thing? Like,
I mean, what you do is like you're getting presents from the people coming, and so they mostly give you money, and then
that sort of reimburses all of that and evens it out in the end. But the celebration with friends, that's the most part of it all, isn't it? Yeah,
and it was worth it. I would. Well, I'm very good in forgetting anyway, but it was totally worth it, because I mean, that was a hell of a weekend.
Oh God, it sounds like it. Oh, that. Absolutely, I don't think anyone else would have freaking forgotten that. Like, all the people there would probably
people
remember.
are still talking about it.
So, hey, you done it well then. If everyone's still talking about it.
Yes, and even friends after, well, like another friend, she got married in Korea like 2 years after, and she was like, I'm gonna do the same, like having a bit of a longer party and spread it out. And after, like just a month ago, we met her in China. And she said, hey, well, it was a very good idea, but you didn't tell me it's super exhausting as well to organize everything, to taking care of everyone and stuff like that. And I was, I didn't really mention that, of course.
Only the good stuff. You don't want to tell her about it. That's why you also didn't mention the cost. That you just forgot.
Yes. But anyway, since I am a very positive person, and like for my personality, I can really look at the good things and just blend out some bad stuff.
I think that's a good way of doing
especially it. By like remembering things from the past. And with my friend Veronica, I traveled a lot with her. We have this joke about our decisions we make, and even if we're in a fuck shit situation where we've been a lot, we're like, but it was a good decision to be here and do it and get through the pain, and like at the end it was good. We're also manipulating ourselves a bit by.
Oh no, I think that's the best way to do it. Like I actually have to do that with all of the travel. Like I freaking had a kid try and rob me one time in Spain, but I look at it as the positive sort of spin. I just lost a thong, and that was basically it. But because you can. Some people really can just end up fixating on the bad stuff. It's like, but that will only just create a tarnished memory. You're still always going to have the good things, and it's better to remember those and try
and
and
it
just
gives
push
you strength, and also if you always looking at the negative things, you had that topic on the last episode.
Yes, yeah, gotta make it as the other.
Always looking at the bad things makes you anxious, and you being afraid of trying out new stuff, and you getting afraid of doing anything new maybe as well. So
yeah,
and that's sad as well, because development and your self-development, you have to be also curious and fearless to develop yourself and go like in this from the green to the orange to the red sometime, like
I completely
the red
agree.
zone where you feel very uncomfortable, where you feel very, but this is where learning and growth is establishing, and then
I do completely agree on that. And that, like, even if you do feel anxious, like you say, you have to be fearless, but even when you hit the red zone, that's still outside your boundaries, outside your comfort zone. But when you go there, you find more of yourself in the end. Like you grow, you become stronger, you become and
if you're in the situation already, you have to find a way out. If you, I mean, maybe I would not have put me in this situation if I knew beforehand. But now I'm there. Now I have to find a way. Yeah, there is a lot of pain maybe now, but it will be later. Forgotten after, in my case.
I do love that ability for you. I wish I had that a bit more, and I'm trying to work upon that, because I think that's. And wait, was this the person you travelled Australia with as well?
Yes, Veronica. Yes,
right.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
we did a lot of. We were talking about this before. We did a lot of, sometimes some hitchhiking, but a lot of couch surfing. So we were hosted by Australians, very nice Australians. Even one guy who, we this, maybe people don't know about this platform, couch surfing. I don't even know if it still exists. Do you know?
I feel like there would be alternatives, different ones, but maybe this. Hey, for guys listening, this is one of the OGs.
Old. I'm also a bit older than Sean. But not so much. Yeah, but still, couchsurfing is a platform where you could just like sign yourself up. That's also how Niklas and I got to know each other. I was couchsurfing with a friend of Niklas, but that's another story.
Yeah, I think you did say this the other night.
Yes, that's how we got together. Yeah, we got together. Not together, but got to know each other.
This is Tinder before Tinder.
Yeah, maybe it was, but we were just searching for places to sleep.
Yeah, not actual people. You actually, and I think that would have been worked so much better, because then you find the place, you don't know the people. Whereas Tinder, you can see photos of them, you can critique them on if they look good or not.
Yeah.
And but couch surfing, you go there, you don't know what you're getting. All you know is you're getting the couch. That's about it.
Yeah. I mean, there are some pictures, and I think, but you just sign up there, and you offer a couch and say, hey, people can pop at my place, but of course you sell, like, you have some writings before and stuff, like some conversation on text. Yeah, and so this one night, this guy did not, or girl, I don't remember, but did not show up at the place. And so there was another Australian guy who was just saying, we were drinking beers, and then he said, we're still waiting this guy, like it's 2 hours, he's maybe not coming, and we don't have a place to stay. And he was like, oh yeah, you just can stay at my place. So thanks to that guy, he was called, I think he was called Joe. Very nice guy. He was a pilot for a parachute company in Cairns, and he was such a nice guy. He even lent us his car to do some trips out of the city, and so we were very I had a very good impression of all Australians. Some mums drove us by hitchhiking. Maybe they were afraid that some creepy person is picking us up, because we were, of course, we were too.
How old were you again? How old?
I was then 20 something, 22, 20. factory, like
Wow.
a bit older than the like the normal
backpackers,
because mostly people we met were kind of 18, and we always felt a little bit older than them to do the pub crawl things. We were a little bit too old already, maybe.
I know, you're only like 5. I felt exactly the same with all of my travels. Yes. I feel like I'm that now almost 30-year-old person, guy that's trying to go out and hit on 18. This just feels so wrong to me. This is just not...
Just want to hang out, but then they're all like, and
And they always want to have the mentality of like, let's just go get smashed at a club, whereas at that age, you're just kind of like, can we just play like a card game and some drinks or something like that, you know, have a chill, still get drunk, but we don't have to just go randomly walking throughout town.
And anyway, this is why I also really like this couch surfing experience, because in the hostels in Australia, the people you meet, it's Germans. It's really like it's full of Germans either, or it's English doing their work and travel thing. So this is the people you get to know. You don't get to know some Australians. So this is why I really like the couch surfing thing. So we got to know some Australians. They told us about culture, like these conflicts. Well, you wouldn't know if you're in a hostel and just no. And they were telling stories, and that's what I really liked about it. And people were just nice. Some people were cooking for us. Did some kangaroo meatballs. They were so delicious. That was a guy in Melbourne.
Oh, in Melbourne getting kangaroo.
Yeah. So people were just generally very nice. I had a very good experience there. Yeah.
Oh, I'm very happy to hear that, because I'm Australian, if you guys haven't figured out by now. It's the 6th episode. 7th episode this one will be. But and I will say, even though it was a pilot, it's definitely a very surfer mentality, which is very much like the Australian sort of vibe of just like, bugger it, you know, come back to mine. You know, let's just go with the flow of things. And I feel like these days you'd have so many people going, that's red flags, you know, some random guy in the bar just... But this is, again, before all of this social media sort of fear and stuff. It's like, I just have to go... You went with what you actually felt. You would have probably been able to tell if that guy was like...
Absolutely, I absolutely think so. So to establish this, and we were traveling for 7 or 8 months, like that.
Damn.
And we were in a couple of situations where you feel like that doesn't feel right or good, and then you just have to establish the feelings, like connect with people.
Yes.
Do some judgment. I mean, judgment is not always bad. I mean, we always think of judgment like, I don't want to judge people. But for your own safety, you have to judge people as well, right?
Yes.
And so, but with an open heart at the beginning, like, okay, don't be like, oh, this guy looks like that, because we also had some very good experiences with people from a different culture. For example, from Russia, of course, they have completely different culture, but they were super nice people. At the beginning, you feel like, maybe they want to, I don't know, but then they were like, take a glass, drink. And you feel like, I think I have to drink. There's not a thing of saying no, but they were just being polite.
Yes, that's their politeness. Like,
exactly. It felt intimidating in a way, but it's just
you didn't
the
feel
different culture,
so.
And at some point we're like, no, it's fine. We're good.
And that's the best way to go about it. Like, and I agreed. Like, I hitchhiked through New Zealand. Like, I had to get from basically close to the bottom of the South Island all the way up to Auckland in the North Island. So I spent like 3 days consistently hitchhiking, and then caught a bus the rest of the way from the north. And only once did I actually get in a car with someone that I grabbed my knife secretly out of my bag and slid it into like one of my, because he kept on saying like his English doesn't speak English, yet whatever English he was saying sounded very good. And then when it came to turning to the point to go where I needed to go, and then another way, he's like, no, we're going here. And I went, no, we're stopping right now. And just got out in the random, like, middle of the road and just had to try and hitchhike again. Because I'm like, I'm not going with you. Like, you've lied to me about where you're taking me. But
But yeah, you were aware in that situation to say, okay, now feeling. I have to get out this car and just leave.
Yeah, and like really assert myself, sort of thing. But I probably out of total had 15 people hitchhiking me. One dude was like completely head to toe, covered in tats. He worked on boats for like 3 months at a time. He was just giving me a lift from one side of the city to the other because it was pretty big, and I somehow screwed up on where I got off and had to make a backtrack. And he was telling me about how like he just comes back and like freaking just gets like hard drugs, like we're talking like meth and stuff like this, for the 3 months that he's off or some shit before he jumps back on the boat. But he was saying it with such like, to me there wasn't any like, exactly. He was just very friendly and open. He's like, I'll happily give you a lift. And this other guy who was literally moving his entire life, his car was so full that it was basically this much between the tire and the actual car rubbing. He moved everything off the passenger front seat, crammed it into the back. I had to I had to sit there with the massive bag on top of me. And he drove me for probably a good 300 kilometers before we got to the point where he was stopping. And
I think that's also the point, like be open to everyone. And there's so many nice people on earth also talking about, okay, hey, everyone wants harm or has bad intentions. Well,
I think there's a small amount.
And I think there's a big amount of people, they have good intentions, and even if there are some with bad intentions in their reality, it's maybe also the good intention, but it's different values, it's different goals, it's different what they want to achieve.
Yes.
And for what they want to achieve, maybe that's the right action, which feels wrong for you, but it's only your system of values, you're judging the other person. So that's also something, well, once a coach told me, like, I had some struggles with, I don't really remember, but I really remember that she said, like, but you are very you judgmental now, but you're judging on your values. Maybe that's not the values of the other person. And to be disappointed by that is a feeling where you can kind of, or you should learn to adapt. How can I make that point? Like to adapt in, okay, it's not against you. It hurts maybe, but what you were expecting or what you expect from others is not what, it's only your expectations. The others are not there to meet your expectations.
I completely agree.
It's you and yourself who can only also make this feeling. It's not the other one, oh, it's his fault, I'm disappointed now. No, it's you.
Yes.
It's you yourself. You created this situation, and you created also the disappointment, not the other person.
I think that is probably something that a lot of us need to understand. Like, we shape our own realities. And like you said with the Russian, I'm just like, here, take drink. Like, but that's just how they show that action, even. Like, just interact. Hospitality.
You feel like, okay, I need to drink now, but
Exactly. And well, like here in Japan, bowing. Sort of thing. But for them to go somewhere else and go like, no one's bowing to me, it's like, well, that's you that is expecting that bowing. Like, and me, like, well, why should I bow? It's like, well, because you're in now their culture, that is more benefit. It 100% is how you are choosing to take it. There is also the other part of, like, when someone's got ill intent, like a narcissist or something, they're wanting to manipulate. They can only manipulate you though if you let them. So again, you are the one.
You're the owner of your thoughts.
Yes.
You are the owner of your thoughts, and you have to get along with your struggles. And everybody has them. Like, no one is perfect. Everyone has their have their struggles in different situations. Well, you're good at or you're not good at, and accepting it as well.
Yes, and well, again, that goes back to the whole going out of your comfort zone. When you interact with these people that oh, well, I was expecting something different from that person. This isn't comfortable for me. I've got two choices. I either shut off and hide myself away, or I go, wait, okay, I see now where they're coming from. And I understand, like, okay, well, next time I know what to expect. And now I have grown. And now I can actually...
And not taking it personal.
Yes.
This is also the ego thing, right?
Yes.
Standing along with your ego, which makes you feel good and doing everything right all the time, and having these situations and giving, like, it doesn't feel good. So giving the blame is easy. It's always easy to blame the others if you don't feel good. So if you don't feel good, you feel like, oh, okay, yeah, it's because he was whatever lying to me or whatever. Let's make it very simple thing, like he was cheating on me or whatever. But how this situation, like, what agreement did you have from the beginning? Like, was this the right agreement, or did you, like, not to blame the
yeah,
but did you give enough love? Do you have enough space? Do you have, like, the situation is also, like, made in a certain way, like, did you talk enough to each other about these things? Or yeah. And getting hurt is also something. Okay, did he cheat on me because he does not love me, for example? But maybe he cheated on you because he has an ego problem and he has to show himself that he's the best, the most beautiful,
or
because you are not giving him this feeling anymore. And so he has to prove to himself. So it has maybe more to do with himself than with you.
Yes.
Like, you know, and that's to understand, not that it's a good thing to cheat, but also depending on the relationship you have. Is it really a bad thing, or is it also to define that makes things much easier? Like, define it from the beginning. Oh, is it really a bad thing if I slip in on another person? One time drunk, is it really a breaker? Do I want to know as well? Like, this is also very, we talked about, like, Niklas and I did talk about this also. Do I really care about it if there is no feeling involved? And do I really want to know? And that's, I think, the most interesting questions you have to ask yourself. Do I want to see? Do I want to know? Do I want to, like, have this feeling? Or is it just like, okay, if you did that, just keep it for yourself. It's fucking your problem. if it's not that, if I don't give it that weight, and this weight I am giving to this situation, and I could just not care, well,
or you could make it the end of the world for yourself.
Exactly. And yes, and that's also giving the weight on the things.
Well, like you were saying as well, with the ego on both sides. So him choosing to do that, becoming, well, or is he insecure? Is there a commitment issue? Is there pride involved? Sort of like this, look how many I can sleep with, blah, blah, blah. And then for the other side, it's, well, were there...
Am I not seen?
Yes, other, like, well, how much of the relationship did you feel was truly connected, like, in yourself? Were you trusting your feelings on this person actually truly caring about me and understanding my boundaries in this way?
Or did I communicate my boundaries as well good enough, and tell the expectations of, hey, if you do that, you have to tell me, or not, or...
Very much so. Or is this also, am I
breaker,
afraid to be alone sort of relationship, not love relationship? Because I think there's a big part of, like, I want to be with someone because I don't want to be alone.
Yes.
And then, so yes, it really hurts me that they're cheating, but, well, why haven't you chosen to stop it? Like, don't be with that person if they don't respect your boundaries. And I would say going even into the ego part, because it's so right. And even our conversation before downstairs, like, I find it is hard to have conversations about issues maybe in your current situation, but you always need to have them, but still look inwards on what are the acts that you were partaking in, and how then you
what am I
handle
bringing?
the situation.
The situation is always because you also had a part in it.
Yes.
It's always, it's never, that's what I was talking about as well before, the blaming game. It's always two people. It needs two to tango.
Good. Yes, I love that saying.
It's always, it's two people creating a situation how it is, and it's not your, we all bringing, also in groups, everyone brings something in the group, like in working context as well. If there is a leader, for example, who struggles with the team, or a team member who struggles with the leader or with some other person in the team, don't forget, you also bring something into that.
Yes, exactly. And to lead is taking responsibility of that, and instead of being a boss, like a leader is one that you do take charge, but you also have to recognize what partake, are you just directing, or are you encouraging? Are you trying to show by example? Or are you trying to just, the whole do as I say, not as I do sort of thing? It's like that has its big downfalls.
It's not working anymore.
To be honest, I don't think it ever truly
worked
works.
in the past, but maybe it's coming again because the salary market is not good. And so maybe people again think they can just be very bossy and don't care about people. But
we'll see how that goes.
We see how that goes. Yes.
Well, you could say it's very much like everything in life. It's a pendulum. It always will swing from one side to the other, and that's
but also as a team member, like having very high, it's also like a relationship again, having very high expectation as well to your boss is also something like, okay, having this, he has to be the perfect boss. He or she does not, like, if there is something wrong, it's very easy to pinpoint and finger point it, right? This is why you are the boss, and you have to have it on your shoulders. Everyone's like pointing at you. That's why you get paid more as well.
You hope you're getting paid more.
Yeah, you hope you get paid more. But still, there is this. It's also humans with their struggles, and they can never do everything right. And that's also not to forget that. Me myself as well in a leadership situation or in leadership situations, you feel like you have to make it right for everyone. And since I am a very I want to make it right for everyone and to be loved, and everyone has this feeling that everyone has to like me. I never want to be a bad boss and be bossy or whatever, but in some situations you just have to make decisions not everyone will like, and that's not a very nice feeling. And still, it's very easy to pinpoint it as a team member as well, to I knew it's wrong or whatever, but you're not in the situation, or
you're not the one having to weigh those two decisions and making that choice.
Exactly. And it's very easy always after it then to tell. And I also tend to have these feelings or thoughts sometimes too, but I knew it before. It's we have sometimes this dynamic, like Niklas and I, to I knew it before, it's not gonna work. Which is very bad, and I know that from myself, right? I'm really this, I knew it before girl. And but it just feels but then I have to remember myself, but taking a risk to try is worth it as well.
Much so, yes.
Go through this also situation. Take also the responsibility of the decision. Like, but I made the decision and I made the wrong decision. Okay, that's also fine. I'm human.
Yes,
it's
nothing. You acknowledge it.
Nothing all to the best intentions, the best knowledge, but it didn't work out. It didn't work out. Okay, that's all right, and that's something hard to accept, and not being too judgmental also on others,
but also on yourself as well, in that way of just like, I did it again, people still didn't fully like, and that I think is a big thing that I think almost everyone needs to be have experience in a leadership position to understand the mentality and weight, because you definitely get it, I think, maybe more from people who've never been in that position or people just starting out in the workforce. Yes. Like I remember feeling that way when I was 18, up to even 24, before I started working for myself, really. And yes, I didn't have really anyone underneath me so much, but
still it's the pressure.
Exactly, it's the client now.
Yeah.
Like it's not the my workers, but it's now like making a decision that is the client going to be happy about this, or is it something, even in some cases they're not happy about it right now because the tree doesn't look great the way I've had to cut it back.
It's right.
But it's right, but then you
long
give
term?
it look exactly, and then long term is like they look 4 months down the track. It's like, wow, this is so great. It's like, because I had to make that decision at the start that you weren't too happy with, I could see the long-term effects. I couldn't portray it to you any other way, but hope, essentially, like just trying to emphasize it will get better. Yeah.
And again, there also, it's like talking to each other, try to explain the perspective of this and that, and then, well, it changes. It helps to not having these fronts. Like keep communicating, keep in touch.
Yeah, come more like this, less like this.
Yeah,
don't produce friction. Try and find ways of understanding each other. Maybe it's even, I learnt that a word can mean a word can mean 10 different things, depending, one, how it's put into a sentence, and two, on how someone has grown up hearing that word.
Yes.
And that's another big thing, because now, especially globally, it is most multicultural. So again, like my auntie, she said it great when I was younger on common sense is not the same to every individual.
Absolutely. Yeah. And it's very arrogant. I think it's very arrogant to use this common sense word, because it's common sense, and maybe to you, but not how. And it's very offending as well to other senses.
yes
Because people have different structure of their brain, they have different backgrounds. Even like families you grow up with, what is common sense in my family might not be common sense in your family. Culture wise, education wise,
even in the same culture, two families can be entirely different, and that is the biggest thing. Like you can't just assume that what you understand and grew up with, everyone else did.
Everyone develops different capabilities, and what I also mentioned before is like the brain works differently. Like
on what the experiences have been in the past and how the person has chosen to.
And also brain structure. The one is better like in mathematics and those stuff. The other one is better in social and taking care, or the other one is very technical, and the other one
analytical, very physical.
And we are good in the other things.
And that's where you got to learn.
And maybe not as good, and we can never maybe get to there on other things, right?
I completely, and that's where it's the whole, again, communication, to then learn how to utilize everyone's potentials and skills instead of trying to, yourself either build yourself up to their level, because I don't know, I'm always jealous of people that have been born multilingual or grown up having to. I am trying to learn Japanese and Spanish at the age from, I would have been like 26 when I really first started. Oh God, is it a goddamn struggle for me, and things just don't sit. But I'm gonna keep persevering. I'm gonna do this until the day I drop, and I hope one day I become fluent in both of them to be able to sit down and have a conversation like this in their language. But it's
also going through some struggles to get there.
Yes.
And for example, for bilingual people, like they grow up, they had those struggles too, but just when they were little.
Yes.
And their parents had this struggle, and they were probably speaking a bit later, whole sentences and stuff like that. So
exactly. Well, it's like a kid learning guitar or an instrument. You can still learn it when you're older, and psychology.
It takes just more discipline.
Yes, more time and effort.
Yeah.
And I don't know, from what I'm hearing, there's contradiction in like what studies show and what people's opinions on the studies in regards to brain plasticity, so like how well it absorbs new information. As a kid, you have a lot less weight of thinking about bills, how you're gonna get money for the next month. All your mind has, not just, it's older and it's more full of information, it is also now full of so many more outer world noise, like just a volume of things you're already looking at, whereas as a kid you could spend those 6 hours thinking about nothing else but playing that guitar on a Saturday. Not
now, if I try to focus on as well learning like studying Japanese, I'm distracted. Not even my phone, because I'm quite good in not using my phone.
Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, it's easy.
But my thoughts.
Yes.
My fucking own thoughts. I'm like, oh yeah, but I wanted to like book this and that, and yeah, we want to go to Okinawa, and where how do we go there? Like, how long should we stay? Simple things, even while traveling. I mean, it's not even problems. No. Like when I back home, when you have a lot like the working stuff, the really hard stuff, the like someone's sick. I'm in a fortunate situation. At the moment I don't really have like big troubles, but still, then it's just very hard to concentrate.
Well, yes,
and not doing other stuff, or let's do some laundry.
Yeah,
laundry.
Why did that come into my mind? I know I have to do that. That should sit. I've planned to do that in 3 hours.
Exactly.
But I'm sitting here focusing on this. My mind's like, don't forget about the laundry. Don't forget about, also you've got to do dinner at 6 hours from now. But that doesn't again matter because you know it. But your mind, yes. Oh.
It's just like going away all the time.
And I agree. And
I mean, as a kid, you also have that, but.
No, I feel like it is slightly different. Like, I don't know, depends on how maybe you were raised, but like, because you could think about maybe school and you're worrying about schoolwork, or what are you going to do with your friends. I feel though there's not as much like, okay, my friends, okay, we're going to do something. Cool, that's done. Whereas as an adult, it's kind of like, yes, but if you do forget about doing your laundry, you should be ashamed because you're not a functioning adult. Whereas the things you're thinking about as a kid that really weigh on you, most of the time are...
There is less afraid to be judged also,
yes,
maybe?
Yeah, you feel a little bit more free. Like, probably when you hit teenage years, I think that's when that weight starts increasing. But before
I mean,
that,
as a teenager, you're just like...
as a teenager, hormones are going through you.
Yeah, I mean, you just feel like, there is, I'm gonna be judged by my friends. And
I'm gonna be judged by everything.
Yeah.
Like the cat is judging me right now, and cats are the worst for that. They just look at you so judgingly. Dogs will look at you like you're the greatest being on the planet.
And actually, it is so selfish to be a teenager. You think the whole world cares about you, but actually, no one does. You're just a teenager, and everyone is just thinking, "Oh my god,
it's
whatever."
And the most embarrassing moments. Oh my god, this is traumatizing. Everyone's gonna remember this. Most people are like,
no.
Wait, what happened? What did you do? Like, I remember you fell on yourself. It was kind of funny, but it's mostly forgotten. Yes.
Very selfish too. Like, really.
God. That's where I think you learn. I would like to take it a little bit back to the whole when you mentioned about ego, because I've had quite a few conversations with people, and like the broad spectrum on views with ego. Some to me believe that they think you should completely and utterly remove ego. So like they say with having psychedelics, there's a thing called ego death. To me, my ego is a part of me. I am not myself without it. It's like the compassionate side of me. It's the aggressive side of me. They're all an aspect, but they are still me. I cannot outright remove it and shed it like I'm taking my watch off and it's gone. Like, it will always be a part of me, but it's the understanding that, like, I've got this, this is the influence it has, these are the, if what I do with using it, these can be results, both negative and positive, I now must decide which ones do I want it to be.
Exactly. Like, be aware and be conscious. Why are you making your decisions?
Yes.
Are you making this decision because, and I mean, what is ego exactly? I mean, what is it exactly? Maybe we have to like
there'll be some maybe psychologists that might watch
exactly.
this and post, I've listened to enough podcasts about this, but it still doesn't sit in my head because they're all different. Like
exactly, it's all different. And well, for me, it's like, okay, maybe I also have a like a yogi meaning on it, or like a spiritual, okay, now let go the ego and look at it differently. So letting go some judgmental thoughts on something. And I think that's and of course, but as I said at the beginning, you have to judge.
Yes.
We are people, we have to make some decisions, so we have to judge. And well, doing things out of ego to getting better, well, it drives you as well. Like, okay, I want to be better, so it drives you. I want to get better in sports, makes you more healthier. I want to do something. It's not only, that's a good thing. It's, as you said, it's all, you have many aspects in yourself, and it's important to, in situations, especially when you struggle, or that's at least what I do, okay, why is this situation hurting me? Why am I feeling not comfortable now? What makes me feel uncomfortable? Is it like, oh, I'm afraid getting judged by someone, or I'm not used to that situation, or is it something I don't know how to do it, and then that makes me insecure? Or there are these different things, and to make you conscious is the thing. What is it? Is it now? What is driving me now?
Yes, I agree. I completely agree. And well, I'd even say with how you emphasized again on judgment, we have to judge. The word has always, I think, or lately, had much more of that like negative view. To judge does not mean to negatively judge. You can judge positively as well. But you need to, another word is make a decision, make a understanding, an interpretation of what's happening. A judgment is just analyzing something and then coming to an opinion on it, whether that is a negative or a positive opinion. And
it's just an opinion. It's just your opinion. It's not, and it's not just an opinion, and your opinion.
Unless you're a dictator, another word, then it's apparently everyone's opinion now.
Talking about dictator, another very powerful word comes into my mind, which is used very negatively lately, but maybe it also depends which people you're talking to. But is power. So power, in German you say Macht, which is Macht. It's the same word as power, but it's associated often with negative things. Like, okay, you use like a misuse of the power aspect. And so I think there is also like, it's good to have power, right? I mean, it's good to make decisions. Like, power also means, okay, I have the power to make this decision and be control in the situation and drive where I want to drive my life, or like taking things on, which is very important. So otherwise you get nowhere, you get lost.
Or you get controlled by others. And again,
exactly.
Another word,
be in control.
But then there's another word, control, that gets the negative view. But then why control others? It's another person can only be controlled by you, again, if they let you. If you're consciously aware, and this is what a true narcissist absolutely hates, is a person that is aware, because they can't control them. Once they're aware that they know that I can dictate everything that you're trying to do to me, I can either wash it off, follow it, or whatever. They hate. But that's, I think, so viewed in the world of like, but oh, this person was trying to control me. So that word now it's all on
it's
the
bad
negative.
now.
Yeah.
Being in control is a good thing, right? If you are a
Yes.
pilot, you have to be in control.
If you're driving the car
and
on
you're
the
not
road.
a bad person, and you probably, and everyone, and this is also what you mentioned before, we have different aspects in us, and we have this belonging for control and power. We have it in us. Everyone wants in a different, like naturally you have some different scale, like, okay, am I more related, is it for example, you have this, okay, is it for me more important to have the power and the control, or is it more important to be loved? So if you have these two aspects, or do I want to, we have these aspects in like group dynamic situations. If you have a higher belonging on belonging to the group than having the power of control, you would decide differently. And it's also like I have this thing in me, kind of, or I discovered that thing in me, that I have a belonging to, or a high belonging to belong to group. Like, as I said before, you want to be fun, you want to be like the best buddy of everyone. But then I also have this belonging of having the power and the control, and it goes the way I needed it to be, because I maybe have a broad, like a bigger picture, because I have other information than others, and this is a vision. I want to go where I want to go, and so having these two fighting in me, the belonging of, okay, having the power and the control, and but also you want to belong to the group.
You want to be part of it, not just dictating the group. You want to be feeling we're all connected, but also I wish, like, the situation when I come around to be the way I want it to be, but sometimes again
and
it's
really like hurting yourself, or you have to be aware, like, okay, am I now making the decision on because I just want to belong to the group, I don't want to have this fight, I don't want to have the friction. But sometimes you have to have the friction, because if the friction is not there, like, friction creates hate, it creates also power, it creates, energy.
Yes.
And without energy, a group is not
moving,
moving, we're not moving forward. So we have to have this friction sometimes, even if it hurts.
Sometimes, but that's the thing. And again, everyone, I think going back to what in the previous episode me and Nicholas were talking about, even though you're both sitting in the room right now and completely know you were a part of that conversation, for anyone watching and listening, on... Wait, I just lost it for a second. The power friction, the way... God, I can't believe that that shut my mind off for 1 second. And okay, what were we talking about? Power friction.
Fire. It creates fire and creativity and...
Yes, but because of the social media, or not even social media, I wouldn't say because of that, but human beings looking at just the negative and focusing on friction.
Yes. Power, friction, control.
But friction, a light bit of friction is incredibly positive, because
it's necessary.
It is. It's very... It's going to let the train go past again. Yeah. Like I say, I get about 20 of these a day. You really...
You feel it. It's moving here.
Yeah.
Really, like...
Just let everyone know who cannot see out the window, the train tracks are right there. There is no barricade between them. So, yeah. But...
having the negative point of view.
Well, but the whole one thing being one or the other. Like something not having an ability of, like they say, a little bit of stress is incredible. We need to function on a small bit of stress. Yeah. Like, let's say 10% if we're going to use a number. But if you're sitting at 90% all the time, that's very detrimental to your health. Sleep's going to be bad. Memory's going to be bad. But if you're at zero stress, you are not really moving. What is pushing you?
I mean, again, then there is this question, what is success? But you have to define that for yourself. But being successful, whatever that means for yourself, means you have to push yourself. You create that friction, you create that fire to go forward. You sometimes have to confront. Yes. I mean, that's, well, at least for my personality or how I was raised, it's not the thing you do. It's not confronting people, like getting into fights or, you know, arguing, like having a really intense, heavy debate. That's not what we did in our family. Absolutely not. Everyone was nice, which is also good. Like, so I'm very harmony oriented. I'm really good in mediation. So I'm coming from an HR background. I'm always like, okay, talking to that person. Okay, I have different views. I'm really not a black-white person. I'm always like, but this is just the point of view. And the other point of view is, right? But sometimes you also have to stand there and say, yeah, but that is my point of view now. Yeah. Here, and we're gonna go that way. And if you don't go with us, that's okay. And we have to, you know, like, and then if you explain that point of view, and sometimes
and be open to the other persons, then it can...
And sometimes still it leads to also something interesting, you know, okay, then just we split up, or we just agree to disagree, and what to do now.
Yes, I think that's something that is great for individuals to learn on, is learning to just agree to disagree. Like, there's no one in this world that you will 100% agree with. And when you hit those moments, to not be, oh, well, we don't see eye to eye on that, just leave. No. Sometimes it's best to just be like, okay, I actually do appreciate that you've got a different opinion. Yeah. Like, I've always struggled personally to be in groups. Like, through beginning of like primary school, I struggle with when everyone sort of seems to have the same opinion about something. I like to be on the opposite side to then see what is in the middle. So I always enjoy having conversations, like, say you and Nicholas were very extremely different. I can see you guys have some different opinions, but I think you're generally pretty similar in a lot of ways. Like, you do come to a common ground on quite a few things.
Yeah, well, we're very different, but we have a common ground.
I think maybe it's because I'm seeing you as, like, also short term. Like, if I'd known you for 15 years, it could be very different.
Very different. We're very different.
Well, then you've learned to mitigate.
If there would be like a matching app or whatever...
No. Hey, they do say opposites attract then in that way, don't they? But then obviously that goes to show a great sense of understanding of the other person, to then respect their opinions and ideas and still be able to be with them. And frankly, I think, like, to me, that's what I look for in the partner. I want someone, not that is exactly the same as me, but someone that can show me things that I normally may not seek, or and opinion that...
Yeah, and I think there is the difference, and that's what you also say, like, but the values has to have, this is the common ground you mentioned before, the values have to be the same, because otherwise you won't be able to have these different opinions or different lives or different what you like to do, but then have the same values, like when it comes to, well, arguing or things like that. Then
that I think is a big one, especially on values, is do you both have the same value on, well, if I still disagree with you, I'm not going to let that like stop caring about you. That I think is a very core value, because then it's like, well, you know, I follow Liberal, I follow Labour, but I'm not hating you because of that. That is a core value on just accepting that. Yeah. And
there's some people that are like, hey, if someone's not, I don't know, whatever party or whatever opinion, I don't talk to that person. But if you're like, hey, let's be human and have a dinner together, and let's...
or even be able to go, well, I just want to hear what the other side has to say. Yeah. And that's why I struggle with being in groups, because I'm always like, I want to push the other idea. Like, not that we have to follow that idea, but I'm like, I just want to hear what you would say in opposition to this.
Yeah.
This helps me understand.
And and especially with coming from maybe different culture, for example, that would be super offensive. In some groups, you would just be like, yeah, that's not accepted to have now another opinion, or bring it out loud in front of everyone and stuff like that. And that's also something, you know. And some people, that's also interesting. Some people would get offended if you say something, and some people would appreciate, and some people would just feel insecure.
Yes.
Very insecure, and then they close up, and then it's not even arrogant or whatever. It's
but
just
it's
like
a
insecure.
fear of themselves, of
Yeah.
like their opinion maybe being wrong.
Exactly, and that's what I'm feeling also. Well, I'm having this struggle sometimes when I get an idea and I'm very enthusiastic and like, yeah, let's do that and that and that, and then someone's coming like party pooper like you. And I just point out those things I didn't think before, of course, because I was very enthusiastic, and I'm I like to start things and create something and just go, and you know, having this energy.
Like, watch out for that rock, and you're like, I didn't even think of
exactly. Yes, that's face. You know, it's like, okay, let's go and run, and you know, I have, thanks God, I have the ability also to move other people to come with. Yes. But yeah, and then there's some party poopers and they say, yeah, but did you think about that and that and that and that? And then I feel really, that makes me feel like, fuck off. You just destroyed my enthusiasm. Yes. But it's super important. So to learn.
I'm glad you came with that at the end at least.
Yes.
Otherwise, I am a party pooper. I try not to be. Yeah.
Because you know, like this women like me say like, he's a party pooper, we go without him.
Oh, I've had that too many times. Oh, I even told you about that.
No, but you know, to learn that this is very important, because I'm not a very detailed person. So
it's good to get some deeper insights from an external source.
But at the beginning, of course, like the feeling is disappointment, like, oh, my idea wasn't good enough as well, right? I didn't think it through again, of course, yes, well, that's what your parents told you, you know.
What was the point? Don't bother, why try? Like, now that you've been...
Yeah, and then I get demotivated, and I think, okay, then fuck it all.
Yeah, I'm going to throw it just because 2 of the ideas out of 10 were not solid to other people. I'm going to get, but you learn.
Like getting the energy out of, okay, that's important, let's take this into account, let's take the other things into account, and this is even getting better.
Oh, yeah, shifted
that's
now.
Cool.
Now I feel even more confident, but if you don't
I really had to work on that, and I'm still working on that. Like, the criticism is a good thing.
Yes.
But it hurts.
I think
it really hurts.
I think for all of us, it almost is
it's
like that.
It's just very painful.
Yes.
And we have to be honest about it, that it is painful. Even if people say, no, I don't care what other people think. It's just not true.
Oh God, yeah, that is a bold-faced lie whenever anyone says that.
And even if they are bold people and powerful people, and maybe they care less than others, but
they still care.
But still,
there's always going to be
the people saying that mostly then they really need the appreciation of others a lot, like personality-wise structure. Mostly those people, they don't care. They care. They just do not say that they care.
I was going to say, they say it more afterwards, or they show it with their body language or something. And I think that's, like, I have a very different home background to you, but I still have that same struggle on podcast. There was, I'd say 50-50 of my friends. Actually, I'd say like 25, and 50 in the middle on very supportive. Very like, you know, they can't see my vision, which no one truly can see your vision but yourself.
Yeah.
And then those in the middle that are kind of like, give it a go, man, but don't really care, honestly.
That's always, this is like a completely, like in also we use that in organization development, we use it also for change. Like if there is a change, for example, as you said, there is this idea, I want to do it, and then there are, in your team, for example, you always have this, yeah, it's not going to work anyway. Then you have this like broad, like 50%, yeah, let's just have a look, and neither. And then if it turns out good, they are very like
on board,
yeah, which is good. And the others, but yeah, in your case, I mean, what did it like make you feel like?
Oh, there was always, same with my gardening business. Like whenever someone's negative or pointed out like, oh, maybe you shouldn't do that way, or that doesn't sound like it's going to work, it does immediately feel like, oh, well, maybe I shouldn't bother at all.
Yeah.
But then I tell myself, no, I am going to do this. Like, I'm going to fault, but I'm going to keep moving. Like, and
why do you keep moving?
Because it's fun. Like, for me, it's the joy. That's what I look for. To be honest, I'm going to have to pause. Really need to go to the toilet.
Yeah. But, I mean, we're anyway...
We're at an hour. So
yeah. We can also, like, close that.
All right. Well,
not a cool...
That's not a cool way to end.
It's not a cool ending. Yeah, you're right.
That's fun. Yeah. You're on tape, Christina. Just say something nice.
Yeah, but it did. In the meantime, it was just getting very hot, and you didn't.
No, it's very cold.
No, it's still.
Yeah. For me, I'm freezing. It's winter in Switzerland. Really?
Yeah, it's still. So.
No worries. And I'm trying to get us somehow a flight from Hokkaido to Ishigaki. It's getting booked out like crazy. It's like, okay, summer starting on Friday, probably holidays or something like that.
Yeah. Go on.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Oh, you're doing new bookings?
Yes.
Yeah.
We really,
I think a date where they started holidays or something.
Oh, I
had a
hate
look
that.
2 or 3 days ago and was like, okay, there's a cool, it's gone. Like, I was checking on lunch, oh shit, the flights are going. And now it's even worse.
Oh, I
really
hate that.
have to,
Especially when you don't understand that I think your battery's getting... Oh, that's fine. We've still got time.
Yes.
Okay.
So maybe we close it off then.
Wait a second. Coming back in. So I can edit, because I also didn't turn this off while I went and peed.
Oh, yes! Well, you definitely want to...
I don't want my listeners to have to hear me go to the toilet.
yes.
I don't think they would appreciate that.
Too much.
Too much personal information right there.
Exactly, yes.
But where we were on how it makes me feel, but very similar, I feel, to how you've explained with yourself on the the really just feeling like, oh, that's a bit of a party pooper thing. Like, I want everyone to be telling me the positives, like keep going, and I've always thought, like, from what it sounds like with your household, I don't know, but like mine was very there was a lot of negativity. Like, fortunately, because of my father's brain damage, a lot of yelling, fights, mostly verbal, physical sometimes. Like, it was always very negative.
Rough.
Not very good for growing. And when it did feel like support, it was very either half-assed, like, yeah, just go do it sort of thing, not, hey, come on, yes, go do it, like, I'll help you. Even when it came to like trying to build my own motorbike, all of this sort of stuff, Dad would just freaking take over. I didn't actually get the chance to partake, and he didn't. If I wanted to help out, it would be 10 seconds in, I did something slightly wrong, he would be screaming at me, sort of thing.
Being impatient.
Incredibly impatient. He was the worst person to drive with. He would be constantly telling you, like, shift to third, shift to fourth, like, like, oh my god, it's like, start braking. And I'm just like, I'm the one fucking driving. I'm going to put you into a tree if you don't shut up on this. I always thought because of that, well, maybe that's why I really struggle with, like, but I viewed that as, okay, others might not struggle with this, but I'm not going to let that stop me. So I'm going to
I also think that's
tackle.
very human. I mean, everyone.
agree.
I mean, even if you, for example, like grow up in a household where you're like the complete opposite. You grow up in a household where your parents were super pushy. They're like, yeah, you can make it, you can make it, you can make it. So what does that mean? That means for your later life, you don't have to, you cannot disappoint your parents.
Yeah,
you cannot
you're never good
you feel
enough.
pressure. You feel pressure all the time. Yes, you like. Also, there is always like this huge. It's a perspective of, okay, yeah, I got pushed very hard by my parents. Oh, your parents wanted to motivate you.
Yeah.
Oh, and my parents, I was never enough. So those people were feeling more insecurity in if they fail, like, okay, I'm gonna, and I have to be they're very nervous and like, always pushing hard. It's good, yes, but
from an outsider
they
it can
might,
look good.
they might like overwork them all the time. They might, never be good enough. And that's also not a nice feeling, right? So it's in all extreme, and at the end, as an adult, you have to take the responsibility and make the best out of it.
Yes.
Because what happens in your childhood, how you got raised, it affects you, but you have to take responsibility. And if it's not a good thing, you have to change it. You have to change how you think. You have to get control of your thoughts and try to reshape your muster, how do you say that in English? Like
views.
Your views and also your routines, like, because
yes.
you will get trapped in the same thing.
You'll fall into a rut. Yeah.
Yeah, you will always be in the same situation, in the same feeling, and somehow try to rebuild or rewrite the story, like rewrite this situation and say, next time I'm gonna act differently. And if you have the ability and you can train that in the situation where you again in this feeling, in this negative feeling, like, okay, now I'm there again. Maybe I cannot solve it, but the first step is to recognize that you're there. And in this moment when you're there, and if you're there already, then at some point, it's training. It's always training.
Now you can move to the next one, but if you might have to recognize 10 times before you get to that next step.
Yes.
And then you recognize you've got the next step. Now it's to work on the next.
Yeah.
And
but do not give up trying.
Yes.
I think that's the...
Well, that's what I would at least like to clarify for you as well with what I find fun. So it's not so much like the podcast. I absolutely love this.
Yeah.
Having these conversations and both of you, this really has helped push me even more with wanting to do more.
Yeah.
Especially here. Like, because talking with my friends when you already have so much prehistory, the conversations can flow in different ways where we're trying to explain stuff to each other because we don't have that, like, I know what you mean by saying this. I don't have to try and explain. But also meeting new people. This is what it is entirely for. Was I love engaging with people, so I hope one day someone sees
you like
this.
Not like being in groups, but like meeting people.
Oh, yes, so. And that was always my high school first year. I moved from every single one of the groups in my year level. I never truly stuck with one, but I always found someone in each one of those groups. But by the time I hit the end of high school, they are someone I consider a friend. And by the end of high school, like primary school, I had like 2 friends max. It felt like I felt very isolated. By the end of high school, I felt like I could walk around and talk to probably about 80% of the people in my year level in a positive way and actually be like, how they're doing. Yeah. And
I think anyway, if you're having fun, you will be good at and enjoying what you do.
Yes, and I
keep on.
Thank you.
I would definitely say keep on doing that. We don't know if anyone's interested and wants to listen, but keep on doing it. I think at some point, if you have the joy and as anyway you're traveling now, it's the perfect timing. Yes. It is the perfect timing. You meet people, you just whatever, ask them. It's very like to encourage yourself. It's it's also, you took this step to ask. You could be disappointed like every time you ask someone and saying no, but you keep on trying, and you can be proud of that.
I am, and thank you for saying that. I will say the amount of time people have said no is definitely higher than yes, but I'm still persevering. And I got you guys by saying that, and I'm so happy with that. Like, we've literally hit over an hour, which I'm so glad that and I think we did our 50 minutes, me and Nicholas, so that was,
so thanks a lot, and keep on.
Thank you, Christina. Been an absolute pleasure. Catch us next time, guys.